As you can see, we're not on a Harley. I'm not sure how much of this footage is going to be usable with the sound, because all that wind is hitting me right in the face. It's making the helmet very noisy, so I'm sure you can hear it too through the mic. I'm not going to do a big in-depth review or anything like that. We picked this up for a song, and it's got a few add-ons. In my opinion, it desperately needs a tune to level out that twitchy on-off throttle switch. Apparently it's been a big issue, and I don't think this bike has been tuned, but it does have a header, Afterpovic or Povich or whatever you want to call it. So it does have a header with the factory can on it and a tie detail, and I think that's about it. So it only had 6,800 kilometers when I picked it up, and that's now been a week. Rode it to work 2 or 3 times, but it handles nice. Like it's a nice riding bike. The guy who had it previous to me, 72 years old, and he was stepping up to an H2, so he was selling this one, and honestly, he gave it me such a good deal, I couldn't say no. Wheel stands, the header, like the add-ons is done to the bike, and all kinds of stuff, like give me all the cleaning stuff he uses for it, and it's still got the factory tires on it, so the back one's going a little flat in the center, worn down, but it has no problems getting up to go. Like I was saying, this guy was 152 pounds, so the bike was set up very soft. I got on it, and for the first time, I touched the front brakes, I was like, it didn't bottom out, but it was pretty close. 11 turns in is as hard as it'll go, and for my liking, I've got it 10. So it's fairly hard in the front end. I got the front end set at the compression at 4 and the rebound on 5, and I like it. So, and I don't know how much I weigh with my gear. I'm guessing about, between the helmet and the jacket and boots and all that stuff, I guess I'm around 210, 212. So, well, I like the setup for me. It rides nice and comfortable, and it certainly is no Harley. I'll be perfectly honest right now, I still like my Harley better, but my Harley's well, my Harley weighs by itself what I weigh on this bike. So this one comes in at, with all the factory stuff, it's at 474, and the way it currently sits, it's a little lighter because the bread box is gone, the resonator, the cats. definitely has no power issues. 948cc. So back in the day, my first bike was a 1975 Kawasaki 900Z1, and I'll be perfectly honest, I scared the shit out of myself more than a few times in the first few weeks that I was riding that thing. This one, I've now got 30 some years riding experience, so this one doesn't really have the same effect on me. But trust me, this twitchy throttle with cold tires is not a good thing. I gotta wait for it to warm right up, because it's more twitchy when it's cold. As you can see, the switch from second gear to third gear is not a big one. Like, sometimes I'm wondering, did I shift? And I have to check, because there's so little difference in the revs. They must be really close on the ratios. I haven't looked into it, but a lot of times I'll go from 2 to 3 and think I missed shift, and I look down and it says I'm in 3, but it certainly didn't sound like it. It's not been inspected yet, and if you live in Ontario, you know what a safety is. So, but obviously, I've been over the whole bike. There's nothing wrong with the bike at all. It's, like I said, it's still brand new. It's barely broke in with 6,800 kilometers on it when I got it. So I put about 500 kilometers on it in the last week, because no matter where I go, I gotta go the long way for sure. This is a extremely close rendition to the original. Like, the tail wasn't as pointed on the original, and it was a little more flared had a little more flare at this body line, but honestly, I really like it. The old one had spoke wheels. This one's got nice cast wheels. But like I said, it's not an all-out review. It's just hey, I got a new bike, and this is I wanted to show you guys, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. Got lots of balls. We're literally about 400 yards down the road from the drag strip, and apparently this bike ran 11.3 over there with not the owner riding it. The best he could get out of it was a 12.4, and the other guy jumped out and knocked over second off. So I guess it's really rider dependent. All I know is it's got enough get up and go for me. So this thing is so sedate when it's nice and warm. It's like perfect. When it's cold, man, it is a bitch. So I'm wondering if it's been tuned. I'm not sure. I'll have to find somebody and make sure it hasn't been, because if I send it off to Ivan's or a couple of these other spots and it's been locked out, I'm not going to be a very happy dude. Look at all the beach chickens. Holy crap. I don't want to sit near those. Just come and sit back over here. Maybe they'll all flock off. They got bathrooms on the other side, but I'm good for that, so back because I'm missing a Camaro, and it's just like that white one. If I roll up and that thing's a 4-speed and it's got the right numbers on it, somebody's getting a beat down. I'll at least get the license plate off it and see what the scoop is. I'll be able to tell right away. Kind of glad I got the thing going, and he moved. Definitely does not look like my car, but that doesn't fucking mean anything. They could change a lot of shit. No, it's a hardtop car. That leaves, it's not my car. Yeah, it's hardtop. There's a Busa over there. Nice Cuda. There's always some nice cars here. It's just starting to fill up by the looks of it.